Hey guys, Luke's from Vintage Surplus, and today we're going to talk about why the Flick, the fighting load carrier, is the best option for beginners in the tactical world. And first off, start with the reasons why. First off, it's simple, it's effective, and it's cost effective. So it's not a very complicated system. You can put as much as you need on there, and it's kind of load bearing in itself, and it's cost effective. You can find these things dirt cheap. Depending on condition and color, it can only cost you $5-10. So from there, let's go into what the Flick is, and then how it might even be good for someone that's more advanced or experienced. Alright, so what is the Flick first off? The fighting load carrier. It is essentially the evolutionary end of the old load-bearing vests that were in the Alice gear. So essentially the old Alice gear had sewn-on pouches. They ripped all that sewn-on stuff off and they put MOLLE webbing. So that's essentially what the Flick is, and it was the predominant issued basic load-bearing vest for soldiers and Marines to an extent, to carry all their stuff on. So you could be worn standalone like this, or over body armor, and you had a platform to carry your stuff on that could be, used multiple ways. So it has some wide shoulder straps, MOLLE webbing, a padded belt that can be adjusted to for width, and then you can adjust for height. So it's a pretty adjustable system. So it's more or less one size fits all. So if you're real skinny, it can fit you. If you're a bit thicker, it can fit you good too. So based off that, it's a affordable way to get a kit that'll fit you. And then the MOLLE webbing allows you to set up your pouches how you need be. You can set them up, more or less around the belt line, and then you can put a little bit up high as well. So right there, you can carry a bunch of pouches. From a beginner aspect, you want to be able to carry, just the basics. So magazines, canteen, first aid kit, maybe a small GP pouch. And that's kind of what I got on here. So I got 2 double mags. I got a Marine Corps speed reload for like a fast mag option, in case you want that. I got a 100-round pouch for GP, IFAC, and I got a canteen. And I got room on the back belt too. I can put more stuff if I need be. And I got still plenty of MOLLE webbing for extra pouches. So, right there, it's easy to set up. You can get everything in order. And that way you can kind of figure out what's nice for you. Because a lot of the options nowadays, it's sewn-in gear. So, sewn-in gear kind of leaves you set in how the manufacturer wants you. MOLLE gear, yes, it's a little bit heavier than sewn in, not much, but you're kind of stuck with what they want you to do. So, like I was saying, having sewn in kind of like fixes you in place, but it's fine if you know what you're doing, and if you know that's going to work for you. But if you don't really know what you're doing and you can't really pick that option out quite yet, having the ability to mount your pouches how needed is going to be really good, because you're going to be able to figure out what you need and not waste money at the end of the day. Again, cost effective. These pouches are cost effective, and you have them for later use too, in case you have we'll keep this or use it for later on. So how I have this set up is for basically, light fight, get out the door, and there's enough to sustain me at the end of the day for, a short amount of time. So there's 5 mags right here, whatever little bit of stuff I need in a GP pouch, 1 quart canteen of water, and then an IFAC. I'm pretty good to go. And it's just set up in a way that it's not, it makes sense to me at least. But it's a way it's easy to use, easy to get used to, and it shows you, if you're learning especially, you can move this around. If you want all your mags right here, all your mags right here, you want everything kind of just mixed matched, and what's easy for you to reach into and out of. A Flick is a really good way to do that, because it allows you to just build, learn, repeat. So yeah, going from there. Another thing about the Flick is adjustability and how you wear it. The Flick is pretty adjustable, and again, like I was saying before, it's one size fits all for the most part. And in essence, it's a split rig kind of vest, so zip up. And then I have the belt right here. I have it unbuckled right now. But you have the belt, you can essentially just buckle this, boom, you're good to go. It's on you. So you're ready to rock and roll like this. Or you take time, zip it up, and you're good to go there too. So it's pretty adjustable for width. If you need to put over a heavier coat, you have these buckles here to do that and adjust them in and out. And now you don't have to worry so much about adjusting the fit just because you're in the winter time when the snow's out and you get the coat on. So that's really nice, and it allows you to really adjust it down, dial it down to how you need it to fit you, which is a harder thing than it really sounds, because if the kit's not fitting you right, it's just gonna be uncomfortable. And then the longer you wear it, the more out of breath you get, the more you get more tired more quickly, and you're not going to do as well. So when the Flick is open, you got 2 more pockets in here, so you can keep flatter items, maps, compass protractor, Little things like that, you know, maybe like a little snack here and there. You can keep it really easily inside the flick, and now you have easy to secure, easy to get to at the end of the day items that you might not need right away on your kit. So to recap on what we've covered so far is the flick allows you to adjust the kit how you want, allows you to mount your pouches how you want, and it allows you to wear it in multiple kind of configurations. Because this belt, you know, you can put these buckles just like this over heavier coat if you want it a little looser. If you're just walking around, it's real hot and you want it open to breathe. And you can also take this belt out, flip it around, have it buckle behind you. Now, when you do that, you leave it zipped up, and it's not really going to open up because the belt's right there. And now you have more of a Rhodesian type vest, and that means it's easy to put on, buckle it, even faster to get out the door with it. So there's two different ways to wear it, or three different ways really: zipped up, buckled up, and the back belt Rhodesian style. And now what that allows you to do as a beginner is, you know, even more figure out what you want, because some vests, you know, you can get a Rhodesian recon vest, and there's multiple kind of styles of those out there from different manufacturers, and those are nice. Maybe that's going to work best for you, but those can get kind of pricey just for a base vest with no pouches. Maybe a split front is what you want, and there's, you know, more and more split fronts out there nowadays that you can get, and you can kind of figure out what you want there as well. And this molly up here, you know, I left it empty, but you can put compass pouch, small life pack, whenever need be. Now, for the more advanced user and the guy that's more experienced or girl that's more experienced in tactical gear, this is a good, you know, backup, basic, you know, you forgot your kit. Maybe you forgot at work, at the, you know, at your buddy's house, whatever need be, and you're like, well, shoot, I really want to go do stuff, whatever need be. This is a good basic backup rig to do what you need to do, not much else, but it's good for that. Or maybe you're a guy and you're going to get your girlfriend in tactical gear. This doesn't look overly aggressive, so if you get to her this and set this up for her to wear out to the range, you know, this is more easy to wear than a lot of other things, a lot easier to adjust than a lot of other things. And overall, with the wider straps and the padded belt, it's just more comfortable. This is what I think is the best option for a beginner, is to get a flick, a fighting load carrier, because of everything I've covered already. And it's not a bad system. It's still usable today because it's so modular. Now, are there better things out there? Of course there are. But, you know, this is a good baseline for beginners and as a backup rig for anybody of level experience. So head on over to Surplus, pick one up, pick some pouches up, put them together, let me know what you think.